Prospects with the most pain, where do you think that they will go first? Now think about that for a moment. Now then, this is a lesson there that was taught to me by one of these business coaches called Alex Hermosi. Now, what he does is he draws a very simple little sine wave and he positions the stick man there representing the coach, in this instance, on the left-hand side. So this is where the coach is at this moment in their journey. Now, if you'll note there from this sine wave, there are 2 points marked with a pink X. Now, the first one represents what he calls the valley of despair. So you see there, the stick man, all sad, all lonely, all feeling abandoned, neglected, lost. And then you see the second point, which he calls the Mount of Eternal Optimism. I do love that name. And you see the stick man all happy, elated, feeling satisfied, content, etc. So now, where do you think there that we should start to help these prospects? There are these coaches. So should we start to help them when they're deep down at the bottom of the valley of despair? Or should we be helping them at the top, at the summit of the Mount of Eternal Optimism? Well, a lot of people there come to me and a lot of people say to me, it's the Mount of Eternal Optimism. And if they do, they are completely and totally wrong. That's right. They're completely wrong. It is not the Mount of Eternal Optimism. Let's just imagine there, for example, using the example that he does, he's a big lover of steak. Now, whatever is your dietary preference, maybe it's fish, maybe it's vegetables. Matthew doesn't eat meat. Patrick doesn't really go for beef, but I'm a big steak lover. So let's say that you've got the beautiful filet mignon. You come along to your restaurant and you've just eaten your lovely, big, fat, juicy tomahawk steak, whatever. Absolutely gorgeous. And after it, you're feeling stuffed, you're feeling ready to explode. And then the waiter comes over and says, hello, Matthew. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Atif. Hello, Akila. Did you like your steak? Oh, yes, it was beautiful. Best steak I've ever had on the planet. Whatever it is that you've just eaten. Okay. And then there he says, okay, well, would you like another steak? There, maybe I can give you a bit of a discount. No, come on, you just told me that you loved it. Come on, have another steak, have another steak. No, I cannot. I'm absolutely and completely stuffed. Whereas if we thought about that a little bit differently, there, and if we had thought whenever the person comes in, parks the car in the parking lot, walking up to the thing, they're ready to be meted and greeted, wined and dined. So in they come into the beautiful restaurant. There they sit down and they say, hello, Matthew. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Atif. Are you hungry today? I'm absolutely starving. So what would you like? And whatever you say, if it's like, a chicken burger or if it's a vegetable salad or vegetable lasagna, whatever it is, then the person says, well, actually, we've got a special offer today. Would you like 2 of them? Oh, yes. And then your eyes light up. I am absolutely and positively starving. I would absolutely love that. And then you say, thank you very, very much to your waiter, whoever it is. Maybe it's me, maybe it's Akila, maybe it's somebody else. And then you think to yourself, right, okay, then because that's when we were at the moment in the valley of despair. Okay, so if you answered the valley of despair, then you're absolutely and totally correct. Well done. So now let's bring ourselves back to the question, the main question there at the beginning. And this is now with some multiple choice answers. So the prospects with the most pain, where will they go first? Will they go to Facebook? Will they go to Instagram? Will they go to Google? Will they go to YouTube? Or will they do something else? Now, if your name is Patrick and you're a 17-year-old media buyer, then the answer is probably other. Okay? So there, you see, this is what I'm asking you to do instead. Now, put on your media buying helmets or hats for a moment. And you see, Patrick, there was in let's say, pain. There, he is a very, very big fan, a football supporter, soccer supporter, I suppose, if you want, of the team, the football team called Real Madrid from Spain. So he loves Mbappe, there Bellingham, all of those lovely players, and he supports them. This is his team. So last night there was a match, there was a Champions League match between Manchester City from England and Real Madrid from Spain. So Patrick comes along and Patrick thinks, hold on a second, I would love to watch this match. So instead of Patrick going to either Facebook or Instagram or Google or YouTube, Patrick does something else. Patrick comes to his father and asks him, Dad, how can I watch this match? But now let's say there, for example, if you do that, then the answer, as was told to him, as is told to me by my 9-year-old daughter, by Matthew's 9-year-old son, Sebastian, this is wrong. The first thing, the first port of call should be one word answer, as Matthew said to me today, one word answer, Google, maybe even 2 words, Google it. So this is what I would say, because you see, whenever you go to another place, there, for example, me, I don't necessarily know what channel there is showing this particular soccer match. Okay, so let's now think about it in the context of the media buyers there. And what I would say first and foremost is the first place that we go to is Google as our point of reference. So this is why I want to give all of you your assignments here inside this video. So now what I've tasked Patrick with is going out there and tweaking the ads for the Taekwondo coach. So these are the ads. We're having a lot of success from them, but we've experienced now the problem called ad fatigue. So we have to jazz it up a little bit. We have to highlight it. We have to treat it a little bit differently. But let's now focus on one of the assignments there that I've given Matthew, because up to now, what we've done is we've done a lot of research. We've done a lot of digging inside all of these avatars that we found from this Selling from the Stage webinar. Now, the task that I've assigned Matthew with is for one of our customers. They're a lady by the name of Marzena Lisowska. And Marzena Lisowska has got profiles very, very similar to 2 of the people that we've highlighted in red. So in other words, these are the people way ahead of us at the moment. Well, way ahead of where you are at the moment in your media buying journey. So these 2 people are called Alistair and Marco. Marco Bernhard, Alistair, I know I've forgotten his name again, Matthew. I can't even remember how to spell it properly. Full disclosure, I think it's with a D, because Alistair can be spelled a few different ways. So Alistair is a Romanian teacher, tutor, translator, certified translator, sworn translator, in other words, between the languages of Romanian to English and English to Romanian. So Alistair was suffering from the pain point. So he was in the, let's say, the valley of despair, if we go back to that for a moment. And he was only earning £1,200 sterling because he's based in the United Kingdom, working as a teacher, tutor, translator, all of those things. So Alistair, just like Marco is exactly the same, except Marco does it reverse. So Marco teaches French to English-speaking people. Okay, so English-speaking people who want to learn French, to live in French-speaking Canada, the provinces of Canada where they speak French, or if they want to live in France itself. Okay, if they want to live and work and then have some of these things. So I have to get this right. Alistair does the TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language course, and he charges 82 British pounds there per month. And what he's got is he's got obviously quite a number of different students because he's earning now, what is it? 6,700 British pounds as a media buyer, okay? Because what he's doing is he's doing the media buying for his courses. So what he's done is he's gone out, recorded a series of lessons there, and he gives these lessons there once a month over 3 to 4 days. So there's about 3 to 4 meetings of about, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. So 4 times, so 360 minutes in total. And then the rest of the time they have to absorb the recorded content where he's teaching them English as a foreign language. So my proposal is to Matthew to go out there and to research these two wonderful people, Marco Bernhard and Alistair. And then to go out there and then to find out there as many details as possible from their campaigns on Facebook and Instagram. This is where Alistair is really big. I think he's really big on Instagram. But anyway, you go to the Facebook ads library, same as always. You go to Google and you go to your YouTube because they've also got a lot of videos, okay? And you do your research and then you come along and then you think there to yourself, let me fast forward to these screens. Now remember, for Google Ads, we're going to be doing copy only. And I want Matthew to produce 5 ads. Just like Patrick is tweaking 5 ads. He's changing the ad creative slightly for the people, for the Taekwondo coach. Because they don't really have a lot of pain at the moment. But now let's think a little bit differently. For this translation coach, for this person there that we'd like to propose to the TEFL coach, this teacher, this experienced teacher and this certified sworn translator, then what we can do is we can go along, prepare for her a story, wonderful backstory, and then we can present these ads. So 5 video ads where you just do out the scripts there, Then we can even go to the AI so that she doesn't have to do it because these people are very shy, let's say. We can go to HeyGen and we can produce an automated version of this person. Okay, so we only have to capture 1 or 2 videos and then we can spin these videos into different things. And then we'll also do 5 creative ads, copy and creative. There, based on, let's say, a static image, experiment, portrait image, horizontal image, all of those different types. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to position this differently. Then we go there, we present it to this coach, and then the choices are, it's not the coach that will decide. It is the coach's audience that will decide. So we'll run these ads, these paid ads, for let's say period of time. We'll monitor them, and then we look at the ROAS very, very, very carefully. Because last night I spent a lot of time listening to a lecture, and this was given by a chiropractor. So this could be very interesting then for you, Atif. For example, for some of these business coaches who are looking to work with the chiropractors. Because I don't know if you've ever seen this program. It's called Kitchen Nightmares, and it's hosted by this famous celebrity chef called Gordon Ramsay. And Gordon Ramsay goes, he started off in the UK, then he went to Spain, then it's now very, very famous in the United States. And what he does is he goes in there and he tries to pick faults with these people's campaigns, or let's say restaurants. And this is the same what we're trying to do here. We're trying to pick fault with these campaigns, with these 15 campaigns. So of course, Matthew will share it with all of us in the group. Patrick will share all of his tweaks for the Taekwondo coach in the group. And then the same could be there for you. There, Atif, but you have to do the research. Remember, you have to do the research. You still have to do the research on the file, on the ones there that have been attributed to you. Find out as many details as possible. And then let's see there if we can get a pattern going. Just like, for example, there what we did with Matthew. Whenever we saw, oh, hold on a second, there's Marco Bernhard, he's doing it. There's Alistair, he's doing it. And then you think to yourself, hold on a second, they're earning more than $6,000 there per month easily. So then can we make this into a replicable system? So we go back there, we analyze, and then we go forward to the coach and we ask them the questions. But you see, before we can even think, before we can even begin to ask the coach, we have to have prepared our backstory. Look at this person, Marco Bernhard. This is what he's done. Look at this person, Alistair. Similar type of background, teacher, translator, certified translator, sworn translator, turned TEFL course coordinator. The other person turned to FIFL, so it's teaching French as a foreign language. Okay, but it's very, very similar. Similar concept, just a different language. That's all. English to French, Romanian to English. And then think to yourself there, for example, this person works with people from the Polish to the English language. And then think to yourself there, for example, how we could build up a convincing campaign for her. And then we go out there and we launch it to these people. We know their pain points, but remember, we've got to get them, first of all, whenever they're in the valley of despair. So these people are wandering around, they're thinking there to themselves, this person has got access to an unlimited amount of resources from the university for these people who have just recently qualified, and they have to get the hours under their belt. Okay, some of them are absolutely fantastic. Their knowledge of English to Polish is unparalleled. So what you're doing is you're putting all of this together and you're connecting the dots, dot by dot. That's what you have to do. And then think about it then, Atif, there, what you could do there for your avatar. Okay, what could you do for your avatar to make it better? So then, for example, you have to research these people. There, you have to do the research from the list. Find the people then. Find the people, as we said, in the similar time zone. Then what we have to do is once we've got those details, there we can go out and we can contact them. And then we can say, hey, well, would you like to work with da-da-da? But then once we say that, we have to be able to show the research. If we don't have any research, then we're going to be called copy. Because, for example, if today is Thursday, and then we say to them, look, how about Monday morning, da-da-da, or Tuesday morning? Because these people like to strike when the iron is hot. They like to do things quickly. So if you're there for them, and if you've got the research ready, brilliant. And if not, then it turns into a complete, absolute disaster. So always, always, always do your homework first. Just like there, for example, the lecture that I watched last night, there, the answer was painfully obvious, just like whenever Gordon Ramsay goes into those restaurants. There, the customer was a chiropractor and he was working with a business coach. And he was presenting, he had 5 chiropractic practices across the United States. And 3 of them were doing really, really, really well on Google Ads, on YouTube, and on Meta, so on Facebook and Instagram. And 2 of them were not performing so well. They had not bad ROAS, don't get me wrong. The ROAS was above, what was it? It was above 5 to 1, so it was 9 to 1 and 12 to 1. But in some of them, he was getting 18 to 1. Can you imagine? For every dollar he was putting in, he was getting 18 back. Absolutely incredible. But the answer was as plain as day. If you could see the stats there, he showed the table on a big screen, and it was just the amount of money that he was advertising. So he had worked out the perfect formula. And he said, full disclosure, how I worked this out was I went to the Facebook ads library and I hired a third-party media buyer. And this is what they taught me. So we went into the Facebook ads library. We looked through what the other people were doing, the other people that were like more successful than him at the time. And he managed to bring his, what was it, his revenue, his net revenue up to $5 million. $5 million after paying the media buyers, etc., etc., etc. But why? Only because the media buyers had done their research. They'd done their homework. They presented him with a plethora of information. And this is what you've got to do. You have to do this information. Because if you don't do the information, if you don't do the research, then it all falls apart. So hopefully this is giving you all a little bit of an incentive there as to what to do. Because these customers are just waiting there for the help. The Taekwondo coach is waiting for the help. This translation, this TEFL coach, there is waiting for the help, waiting for the inspiration that's going to take her out of this valley of despair. Because what she's looking for, with no disrespect to anybody, is she's looking for some fish. But what we're doing is we're trying to teach her how to fish. Okay? So with Matthew's help, then with Matthew's guidance, then we'll be able to put together a plan there. We'll ask questions to this person, and then we'll feed this person's answers into the AI. Once then the answers come out, then we start to build the campaign. But remember, this person doesn't really know. This person just wants more clients. Okay, just wants more clients. That's it. End of story. It's the same way as always done. But what this person really needs is this person needs a replicable system, so that she can be taken from the point there that Alistair and Marco were suffering from in 2023. Whenever they just wanted more clients, they just wanted more people to teach, more documents to translate. That's all they wanted. Just give me something anywhere. And then somebody sat them down, slapped them a few times across the face, and said, look, how about if we build out, oh no, that's going to cost a lot of money. No, I've never paid more. What was it the person said? I've never paid more than £32 for a training in my entire life. So let's say about $50. I've never paid more than $50 in my entire life. And now you're asking me to pay $2,000. And then some of them even $3,000, $4,000, some of them even $10,000. And then they're thinking, no. But then they're saying, okay, well, how about this? How about I work as an apprentice for you for a determined period of time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. And then we work to make these ads successful. So then the person pays for the ads. And then the person and you, the media buyer, you're looking there all the time. You're doing the research, doing the homework. Because once this starts to work, then you can sort of you can put your foot off the brake a little. You can put your foot off the gas pedal a little bit. You can relax. Yeah, because all you have to do then is just monitor. But you see, if you haven't done the research in the beginning, and if you haven't done your homework at the beginning, then it all falls apart. Because, just pay me a lot of money and let's build a few ads, but just, pay the money. No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be do the research first, do your homework, build the backstory, and then present it. Then you start to get success. Then you start to get experience, and then you build upon that experience. Okay, that's what it is. And then, so I've got some ideas there for tweaking it. The other things that we have to remember, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget, is the SEO. So as you all remember, SEO is search engine optimization. Now, to get something there, like for example, certified translators at a national level, even in Poland, there for all of the certified translators, there's more than, 1,300 of them. It's almost impossible, okay, at a national level. But on a local level, for example, if we break this down by state, then it becomes much more powerful. And then it becomes much more possible. Because if we do this correctly, then we should be able to position this person very quickly for this program, invite them into something special. and then make it happen. Because there's more than enough people out there in these Polish universities, in these businesses, who need to learn English to be able to do business with the other countries, with the English-speaking countries, with the United States, United Kingdom, Ireland, what we call the islands, Australia, the Antipodes, there in North America, the United States and Canada. So there's more than enough people there. And all you have to do is realistically get the first 100 people into the room to be talking with this coach. So we're looking at the prospect of one to many. It's the same as with the Taekwondo coach, and the same as will be with every single of these other people. So for example, if I give one of you these business coach and then tell you, okay, same mission, same objective. First of all, get 100 people into the room. So to get 100 people into the room, we have to invite probably 300 or more. Okay, because they will not all turn up. I'm telling you that now. And then once we get the 100 people into the room, then we have to work to get 1,000 people into the room. And if you get them in from these media buying campaigns, then the people will pay and pay and pay and pay. But you have to do the research. You have to do the homework. Okay. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of structure. I've told you all now exactly what I've told Patrick and exactly what I've told Matthew. So I'm telling all of you this, and then I'm putting this video up there so that you will all know. Okay. Right. Hope that made a lot of sense. See you soon. See you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye-bye.